Imagine what could be on all those hard drives. Could be cool recipes. Could be 11 terabytes of hamster memes. I'll be honest with you. I read hamster, and I got nervous that the next word was going to be, like, porn or something. Like, you don't know what the people who came to this planet through the lonely, weird, long travel of space, you don't know what they're into. I was like, yeah, you don't know what's going to be on these things. I don't know, dude. They could be, like... If you found a hard drive from a person who had traveled through space to explore a new planet alone... I'm not saying, I'm just saying 110% there's porn on every one of those hard drives. You know? How was that your first thought? Because I'm saying if you travel through space on these hard drives alone, you know, like what do we know about space travel? Like that likely means you left behind people because of the way that like, you know, because of the way that science fiction treats space travel, that probably means not only did you leave people behind, but they're going to age at a different rate than you. You're going to get here. They're going to be 80. You're going to be 20. Like, remember last time Ryan asked if we would fuck the lizard doggo? No, I asked if you would kill the lizard doggo, marry the lizard doggo, or fuck the lizard doggo. I didn't suggest that there was a right answer there. Oh my god, I think this is the end of the map right there. Holy shit. What is this with Ryan suggesting that Satisfactory has something to do with inappropriate interactions with animals? No, to be clear, I'm asking the question. I was nervous that somebody else was going to say something like that. I'm saying, you take a hard drive from a ship that wrecked on an exploratory mission like that. What are the odds you think you're going to find porn on that hard drive? I think the odds are like 98%. I don't know how much of the population identifies as asexual. I think there's at least a little bit of a percentage that the explorer is like, you know, is asexual or is not interested or doesn't watch porn or whatever. But like, then you get into the debate of like, what's really porn, you know? You know, maybe the person traveling here isn't comfortable with like, but maybe they're like, the Sears catalog, like, you know, the like underwear section of the Sears catalog. I mean, I think for our purposes, that's on the 98% and not on the 2%. You know what I'm saying? Depends, I think, on how long the average trip through space to a new planet is. I think we have to assume that it's going to be pretty long. Even if you're not... But here's the thing. Even if the trip isn't boring to you or whatever. I'm not saying porn for the use on the trip. I'm saying porn for once you get here, you know? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like... Okay, hypothetical question. You're packing for a trip, a one-way trip, to an unknown planet. We're going to have a hard life exploring and setting up basically like a new resource extracting colony on that planet. What are you packing? What are you packing? I'm going to bring some books. I'm going to bring a lot of books. I'm going to bring a whole bunch of books. That hard drive is going to have books on it. Physically, I'm going to pack some photos, some memories, some stuff that is really meaningful to me and reminds me of why I'm going on this journey. Something that is like physically representative of the journey I'm going, of like why I'm doing what I'm doing, the journey I'm going on, etc. You know? I'm probably going to, what are some of the creature comforts that I want? I probably want like an incredible fucking pair of socks. Like maybe your special Sunday socks, like you wear them once every 10 days, but just to like jazz things up a little bit, right? Just to make life special. Because otherwise I'm alone on this planet with nothing but Ada to talk to, you know? Oh, can I not build over there? I can! Oh yeah. What? You're telling me you don't have like a special like shirt? Pants? One like favorite t-shirt or pants? I can't go over there. Okay, so that's death. So now we know. And also, I do not have a fancy Sunday socks. I will never get tired of the way that chat can find a way to make anything that I say weird. I'll never get tired of it. I'll never get tired of it. You're telling me it's a weird thing to have like a favorite shirt that you look forward to wearing once every 2 weeks? What's fucking weird about that? There's nothing weird about that. Gonna throw a hunt out? Yeah, throw one out. Throw one out just to fit in. Sheeple, every one of you. Sheeple. I'm saying, what are you gonna do to fight the fucking boredom of being on this planet for maybe the rest of your life? You have no idea how long. What's gonna break up the monotony? What's gonna make you feel connected to home? Sure, special socks that I rarely use, no. Can I get a yes in chat or a Y in chat if you have a pair of socks that you look forward to wearing? In chat, if not. No judgment. Y in chat, if yes. In chat, if no. No? Not a single person has said yes? I'm actually going to end stream right now because I'm so pissed. Cool, that's going to do it. We're done. We're done. Not a single person here has said yes? Thank fucking Christ. Infamous Diz, you just saved the stream from literally ending an hour and a half early. Special socks for what? Socks you look forward to. That's the whole question. Are there socks you look forward to wearing? If you got... Now I'm just sad for you guys. If you guys don't have a pair of socks you look forward to wearing, get yourself a pair of socks you look forward to wearing. Who cares if it's a weird design, if they feel nice, if they're just like your favorite. For whatever reasons humans have favorite. Get yourself a favorite pair of socks. Underrated way to make one day out of every 10 or 14 a little bit better. Why are your socks not equal in comfort? Most of my socks are fine. I've got a couple pairs that I'm like, man, Meg got these for me as a gift for Christmas, and I really like the abominable snowman design that's on the outside. I like them. I look forward to wearing them. Don't come at me like the normal thing to do is to have a completely equal pair of every single one of your socks is the exact same level of equal comfort. All I'm doing is imbuing meaning into the clothes that I am forced to wear. Make sure you enjoy your socks equally. Who are you guys? Steve Jobs? You wear the exact same clothes every single day? Sorry, it just actually it takes out one of the decisions of the day that I have to make every day. I'm actually emotionally against attaching myself to the items of clothing that I am forced to wear. Attach yourself to some random fucking pieces of clothing. I grab a pair from the drawer. I never think about it, and now I'm just back to being sad for you guys. I cannot believe I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna count. I have to assume that one of you fuckers is lying. When I said yes or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 straight no's before one person said, I plead the fifth. Thank you for not being a sheeple. And one person said yes. Also, Luke said, not a special pair, but I have some fun socks. I think I'm more with you than I am the rest of chat, Ryan. Come on in. The water's warm. It's not that fucking weird over here. You guys are making it weird. This was all a distraction from hamster porn. I mean, what? Look at this beautiful sand, by the way. Again, not a distraction. Look at this beautiful sand. Chat, you're going on a mission for the rest of your life where you might be alone in space for the rest of your life. You taking porn or nah? Y in chat or in? In, yes. No. What's the Wi-Fi like? You don't get Wi-Fi. That's why you got to take it. In, Y, probably in, Y. I appreciate those of you who are honest. Either way, whatever you answer. I also don't know what my answer is. What the fuck is that? why. Also, I am ace. See, that's the thing. I'm thinking the number is like 90% of humans say yes. I don't even... Okay, here's the deal. You ask the humans before they leave on the voyage, hey, this is like NASA astronauts that are about to get into the ship that sends them into space, right? Except in this world, it's a FICSIT astronaut. You ask that person, what did you pack? Did you pack porn? 80% of the people, 90% of the people are answering no. 90% of the people on that ship, there's something emotionally equivalent to porn to them. That's all I'm saying. There's something. Whatever you take with you is essentially porn to you. I would take my favorite book, literature porn. What's that noise? I think it's fine. Probably some difference between whether you think to pack it versus would pack it if prompted. Let's say you got a month to really think about, like, what you need or what you might need in the next 40 years, 60 years of being alone on another planet. I think eventually that list for most people, this is really kind of just super beautiful. Sorry to ruin it by talking about porn. Am I crazy? I don't think I'm that crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. What the fuck are you? You're teleporting. Oh my god, now something else is fighting me. What the fuck? Where did you come from? I'd rather bring a toy than porn if I'm honest. I think that... Yeah, I mean... I think that's big brained. Fix it. FICSIT branded wand is the best thing that's happened in chat today. That's so funny. Is this a hole in the ground, by the way? It's not actually a hole, but it is a single ball of light. FICSIT branded wand is really funny. That's really, really funny to me. Repurpose the Xenobasher? No. You know what else is 100% on my list? Coffee. But it seems like that's provided, it seems like. Standard issue. Maybe there's standard issue porn too. Standard issue FICSIT wand. What foolish group is realistically sending a one-person expedition? Nothing is going to get done. Oh, I'm more worried if you... All right, sorry, I'm back. Anyways, from the initial cinematic, you were the third in your sector to survive planetfall, so you weren't sent alone. I read that differently. I read that as third in my sector to survive planetfall, but they were sent one at a time, right? I read that they were sent, like, the FICSIT way was sending a bunch of individuals, like one after the other. Like we have reports that you died. Send another one. Anyway, I'm telling Evo to add you assuming porn was the next word after hamster to their list of crimes and wrongdoings for the Indies performance review. I don't think it's really a crime of me to assume that Twitch chat might say some dastardly shit. You can point the finger at me all you want. I am the AI tool trained on the model of the average Twitch chatter. I don't think it's that crazy to wonder if a person who pops into stream might be saying porn next. I'm pointing? All right. Point the finger. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, whatever you got to do to sleep easy at night. You'd be more worried if there were other people on the voyage. I mean, I think you might want to send people alone to space in certain situations because, not because I'm worried like, oh, humans are so horny, but I do think like humans are so interpersonal, right? Like, have you ever lived with a roommate? Like, I'm not saying the ideal size for a spacefaring voyage is one because humans can't resist themselves. No, I think that's, first off, a harmful way of talking about our sexuality. And second off, super reductive. What I am saying is I do think humans are so interpersonal. Like, even if astronauts are the best of us and they're, like, more patient than the average human, I've lived with roommates before. It's probably best to send us alone. You know? You need to send at least two because you'll get a castaway situation. Nah, just send an extrovert. Or, sorry, send an introvert, dude. It's our one superpower. Okay, I just kind of wanted to connect towards this area and then come back and go the other direction. Wouldn't you feel less likely to go volunteer if you knew you had to go alone? So this is a more interesting question, is basically like, what are you selecting for when you ask for teams of 1 versus teams of 2 or 4 or 10? I think probably you are sort of setting yourself up for, like, the list of people who would say yes to a solo voyage probably needs some heavy vetting. The lone wolf type, you know, you're gonna have your question marks about their motivations, their capacity, their capability, their like what has driven them to be so willing to be solo in space for for the rest of their life. But I don't think that means that the whole batch is like. I think if you could sort that out, you could get some real, just some people who are a little introverted. What you want to send to space is a person who's just so capable and so fed up with other people not being capable enough that they'd rather do it themselves and solve the problem on their own. You know? One of those people who, like, you want on a group project not because they work well with other people, but because they tackle that shit. You know? Isn't the number to have a decently diverse gene pool for a good amount of biodiversity something like 22? Oh, I have no idea. I was assuming more exploring than setting up a gene pool thing. Like, if you had to send, if it was a one-person job, do you send one person or do you send 2 people? Okay, we got to be most of the way back around. Yep, right to the radar. Cool. Let's go hook it up, and then we'll come back and fill out the rest of the map. It's also not 100% clear that the Pioneer is a volunteer. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. The world we live in, we're going to be getting sent to space to, like, work off our debt to Amazon or something. What? How? Did that one? I was holding the button. I was holding the button. You gotta be shitting me. I was holding the button. I was holding the button. Fuck. I think we actually need to start taking some, like, inhalers with us. Not a lot, but like 3. Well, that's unfortunate. Amazon Debt Pioneer is a cool concept for a book, though. I feel relatively sure that's been done. Not that it isn't a cool idea for a book, but I feel like it's been done. I feel like so much of sci-fi does a really good job, especially in recent years, of like assuming Earth being basically ruled by corporations. I'm trying to think if I've read anything that is specifically that way, though. Take some of that. Take some. Does anybody know any? Have any sci-fi recommendations where that's the thing? This FICSIT Pioneer is only 43,225,000 modular frames away from paying off their student loans. Chad, if you had to send one type of person to space to get a job like this done, who are you sending? Like, what's the traits you're looking for? I think you got to pick introvert. Like I said, I think the kind of person who like knocks out a group project without being asked or relying on other people, like very self, you know. If it had to be one person, I'm not saying build a team of 3 compatible individuals. If it had to be one person, then an actual engineer. Yeah, I don't think actual skills related to the problem is a downside. I don't care as long as it's not me. Not me or Don Davidson or whatever his name is. Oh, spooters. This is actually not going to quite take me where I want to go, but it should get us pretty close. That radar right there is close enough, I think. Somebody who does not need constant acknowledgement for their achievements. So we're talking like very self-starter, self-sufficient. And then what would you send to make their, other than a FICSIT wand, what would you send to make their stay easier? I do feel like you could send unlimited, like, podcasts, audiobooks. I feel like that would help. I think I would get a good 5 years out of just, like... I think I'd get a good 5 years productivity out of just, like, catching up on all the shows Mars wants me to watch that I haven't actually seen, you know? And, like, listening to all the podcasts I've wanted to check out but never had the time to. Does this go where I need it to go? Please tell me it goes where I need it to go. Where does this go? Where the fuck does this go? Uh-oh. Even in space, he's not going to watch The Walking Dead. Listen, Walking Dead would also be on the list. 100%. 100%. It'd certainly be a rare breed of human, and also you couldn't be scared of spiders. Yeah, that too. Oh, fucking speaking of the devil, I just realized I walked right into the spider place, and I don't even have my fucking thing. Oh, no. Okay, welcome to hell. Took a medicinal thing. Oh my god, those are actually huge. Somewhere over here, there's a, right there. There it is. Found it. We got out of jail free. Fuck off, buddy. We got out of jail free. Problem is we needed to go the other direction a little bit. All right. So I think it's time to finally go towards our highlighted stamp. Some wreckage right here. Ah. Oh, I don't have filters on my body. I just realized. I think I'm taking damage to the radiation because I don't have filters. Okay, we should just come back for this another time. More radiation. All right. Chat, what do you guys want to talk about? I think I'm almost done. I think it's basically 2 radars, then I'm done here. I need to get my body, but... Talk about Yo Mama. Hi, Iculus. How's it going? Did you decide to grace us with your presence instead of going on a date or some shit? Wow. Wow. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Happy Friday. How's your Friday going? Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. I just came home from a date. Exactly. I knew where you were. I've been tracking you. I mean, what? Ah. What was that? Over there? This guy? Hey, Chad, I have a front seat question I've been curious about for a long time. Is there headshot damage in this game? Yes or no? Like, is the head a different... Specifically, what I'm asking is the head a different, like... hitbox than the body? Anybody know? I was rewatching the Outer Worlds playthrough. I forgot how much I enjoyed your space colonization tangents. Dude, I wish... You rewatched the Outer Worlds playthrough? Dang. I really wish I would have done that one a little differently. It's one of the only playthroughs I have a couple regrets about. I wish I would have done it for YouTube and focused on it a little bit more rather than streaming it, but... The game had a chance to be a little bit more fun than I made it. Really not sure. Sometimes it seems like it. Okay. It seems like with the fire breathers, if I shoot them in the head, they die a little bit quicker. But I don't know. Hard to know. God, this area is dope. This part makes me feel like I'm in a Brandon Sanders in Stormlight Archives. How was the date, Iculus? Looks like Utah. Some Moab shit. go up. Google says headshot damage does do more. Interesting. That wasn't a hazy, but as a group, the answer was just, we don't know. Yeah, then no worries. I kind of got the idea that maybe that was a, we're not entirely sure. That's fine. This one's not actually powered up, so we need to go towards the... It's fine. We should actually work towards the our death crate first, and then we can just ride the thing over. Thanks for the clarification, Shammy. Is that Google or Google AI, by the way? I get what you mean, but it was a fun series. Stream chat was mostly you and Tub back then. LOL, things changed a lot around there. Yeah, it's true. The other thing I remember is Rebecca coming in a lot, and we could have long conversations about the game because Rebecca really liked Outer Worlds when it... What the fuck was that? Oh, these are projectiles it's shooting at me. That's what's going on. I was like, they're shooting stars over there. Check out this area, by the way. I just wish I would have spent a little bit more time on it. I feel like that game could have used some more time. Okay. All right. While we're here, fuck it.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Nope. Right there. Ah! Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. We did it. We don't have Google AI, just normal. Really? In the Netherlands, have they removed Google AI results from the top of the search bar? Oh my god. Please get me out of here. I can't take radiation damage. Against the law? Wow, interesting. You don't know this, but we spent a lot of the first part of today's stream talking about AI Oculus. So death crate is this way. %90 sure you can turn that off somehow. Yeah, we talked about that a while back too. There might be some ways, but it's sort of I think it's sort of being like force-fed to you. So there's no good ways to like, there's not any particularly useful ways. Like you can't just opt out particularly easily. You might be able to you can add specific stuff in the search bar apparently, which will change the results that you get. But you have to remember to do that every single time. And you, hello. This is at least what I'm remembering, or trying to remember from what other people said. Yeah. Is that the curse tip someone gave? Somebody did give the recommendation that you can just say fuck in the search bar because they won't use AI for that, but I don't know how true that is. Okay, lots of enemies. Lots of enemies. I don't mind the Google AI stuff. Probably a hot take. I think if you want it and if you know what you're doing, sure. And if you know big grain of sand. I gave the example like a week ago on stream that I Googled how old a somewhat local celebrity was. And Google AI told me they are 79 because 2 years ago in 2018, they were 77. And like the math just don't math. Like that was actually 7 years ago. And you know that that's true, but you didn't do the math correctly. Of course, I know that you didn't do the math correctly. I know that I should double check what you're talking about, but other people might not. I don't have what it takes. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Anyways, please, anything but another AI conversation. Time for a NordVPN sponsorship. I actually purchased NordVPN the other day. Personally, no sponsorship. Just I wanted to check it out. Ah! Are you liking it? Yeah. I mean, no problems with it. I've never actually used a VPN before, so I'm like very I'm not like the most. I'm like decently tech savvy. Like I spend all day on the computer, etc. But I'm not a coder. I'm not like very tech savvy. But I had never used a VPN before, and I was like, I want to try this to see what it's like before I decide whether or not I'm like committed to it or anything. But yeah, so far so good. I like it. We got all our loot back. Let's fucking go. So we got 19 Mercer Spheres, 12 hard drives, 2 Summer Sloops, which is barely any. Now I need 1 more radar. This should be connected now, yes. And we got 1 here. So now the only one we really need is like right there. So we should be able to ride this way and be done. NordVPN marketing budget is so high it has me very skeptical. I love that thought because that is also how my brain works. Any product service that can spend so much time selling itself to me, whether correctly or incorrectly deserved, that makes me feel skeptical. They market a lot. They especially I mean, that also rings a little bit true after like the honey scam. Are you guys familiar with the honey scam? This was like big news maybe a month ago. But Honey and NordVPN also do a lot of like do a lot of okay, let's do it up here. I kind of want to do it up there. Do a lot of like specifically like sponsored deals with YouTubers type of deal. Please. What's the Honey scam? Apparently Honey, after years and years and years of people being like, this is like too good to be true, right? Like this is like too good to be true. Like how is Honey affording to pay all of these people for a product that basically just saves you money? Like how is like the Honey, how are the Honey finances actually working? Apparently, how Honey works, I quite enjoyed the Honey tea, and I might not get this correct, so correct me if I'm wrong. By Pristine Mallard, the Honey drama is that Honey sponsored a bunch of YouTubers and creators and etc. A lot of people who use affiliate links to sell items to you and then make a little bit of a commission on those links back to you or back to themselves. So think a creator that is reviewing a graphics card from NVIDIA. They put a link to that graphics card underneath their video. Honey sponsors the video or sponsors people in general, whatever. Honey just has a lot of money. But if you use Honey as a browser and then you click that affiliate link, you think you're supporting the person who reviewed the graphics card and then presented the information to you. But since you have Honey, I think what's actually happening, I think this is what they confirmed, somebody tell me if I'm wrong, was that Honey was basically making its own affiliate link versions of that and then taking the credit for it. They presented you with the coupons to get things cheaper. However, they removed like the affiliate link middle person and replaced it with themselves. AKA sniping the creators. The worst part of it for me is it's the feel good part of so much of affiliate like links and stuff like that is hey, I bought this product because I got it reviewed for me by this person that I know. The least I can do to show them thanks for that value is to click their link, purchase it that way. It costs the same for me, but they make a couple cents off of it, and etc. And Honey, if you had the browser installed, took thousands, like the number has to be in the millions. The number, I would be very interested to know the number of affiliate link like snipes that happened. Like it's got to be in the millions, right? Like I wouldn't be surprised if Honey has been around for forever. Like it could be like billions of purchases. It wouldn't be surprising if it was billions of purchases. Anyways, that's the Honey deal. It sucks. Nothing good in this fucking world can last. At least my whole I saved it. At least my whole world is covered in radars now. Again, please jump in if I got any of that wrong, by the way. Were Linus Tech Tips the only ones to figure it out before? I don't think they were the ones to figure it out, actually. I think they were part of the ones involved with airing it out. But I don't actually think Linus Tech Tips figured it out. Somebody tell me, again, if I'm wrong. But certainly helped get the word out a lot. Oh my god, we're missing one area. Okay, so we have covered the world in radar. We're missing a little bit like over here. That's fine by me. I've explored that area on foot. Missing a small part of our base down there. I don't care. Technically, we are missing a tiny little triangle, maybe? Right there? I can't actually tell. We might actually be good. Then I can see one that we're missing. Oh my god, did I miss another triangle right here? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. There's 17 summer sloops in that tiny triangle. This right here I am missing. I'm missing a good chunk right here. And actually maybe another one right there too. Yeah, I should probably just chuck one down like right there. I'm not particularly concerned about it, but I think that would grab both of them. We've basically covered the map. Okay, so now it's time to do the thing I've been wanting to do. Now we know for sure the answer to this question. How many uranium deposits are there? Is that 5? There's 5 on the entire map. Holy shit. Wow. LTT got flack for not being very public when they figured it out. Oh, really? I didn't know that. We've done it. Yesterday, I used a friend who is a streamer's affiliate link to get 24% off Oblivion. First time I'd used it, and it was easy. Affiliate links do work. Honey with sketchy practices, yeah. I mean, the thing with Honey too for me was that it worked really well early on, and then it worked less well the longer it was available anyway. So I stopped using it by the end, just because it was not even particularly. All right, I guess we got to go home now. I didn't even feel like I was actually getting upgrades from it, or discounts. God, this area is dope. Has anybody built their main base here? I feel like this desert would be awesome. So much iron. Doesn't matter necessarily, but look at the amount of iron in this area. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, Sven. I'm quite envious. 600 hours. I've never done a full radar reveal of the map. Nicely done. Thank you. It worked really well at first, but then got shittier. Is so on brand for every modern software, it seems. Look at this little Eden paradise here. God, what a cool map. I have to take a second now that I've uncovered, quote unquote, all of it to just be like, this map is amazing. Look at this area. I feel like they should host another... They should do a little survival game on the exact same map. Desert is one of the starting options. Oh my god, I forgot that there are starting options until this moment. What are the other options? I just remembered I picked something that said, like, great for beginners, right? Sorry, front seat. What are the other options? Now that I have the whole map unveiled, where do they start you? Where can you start? Yeah, sorry, front seat question. We're going to get so many Mercer Sphere upgrades. Dimensional Depot upgrades. Chat is so well trained. You guys are the best. Grass Plains, which is what I chose. Rocky Desert, Forest, Dunes, you're in. Okay. So the Dunes is where I just picked. So what's the other ones? Rocky Desert. And one of the forests. Is one of them upper left? Because I'm kind of bottom left. One of them could be upper left. Northwest is the Rocky Desert with the palm trees, like here, I think. Okay. Basically northeast, northwest, top in your starting point. So is this what was left? Like somewhere in the middle here? This is Northern Forest. Okay. Cool. This was the palm trees type thing, I think. Awesome. So really, we picked the only southern option. Dang, now I got to think about if I was doing a second playthrough, what I would do. I literally, the minute I beat this game, I'm doing a second playthrough on my own. To just kill some time. Like, a thing to do at the end of the night when I need to play something for an hour. Oh, the things we will do differently. Oh, the things. Can I make it to there? Can I make it to there? Nope. No, yep. This game's too addictive. I think grassy is the best starting area. $23 Mercer Spheres. The thing is, I don't actually know that, So, I think... Time crystals. I still forgot that we don't have that yet. 23 is exactly what we could do for one more upload speed upgrade, or we could do 13 for a stack increase. So we'll probably do the stack increase and then keep 10 for doing other stuff with, but... This is an amazing area. What a map! This map is beautiful, and I still have like I've traversed all of it in terms of putting radars there, but I've still seen so little of it. You know what I mean? Like imagine a Breath of the Wild style like hero's path on this map. Right there. Hi, Luke. Die. Die, you bastards. Die. Subsequent playthroughs are where Satisfactory shines, in my opinion. You go in armed with knowledge. Oh, I think subsequent... Yeah. I mean, subsequent playthroughs are where I think factory games in general shine. Blind playthroughs for factory games are so funny. Because in a way, it's like... the dominating factor of how you play a factory game is generally what you is the like the thing we're doing in Breath of the Wild right now, which is like making tough decisions about what resources are worth chasing early on in order to get certain upgrades, in order to get certain... Like, to me, that's like what a factory game is almost on its... Almost like inherently, or like at its core, is what I should say. Essentially, in essence. So playing them blind is weirdly like bass-ackwards. It's like, what do you mean? having an understanding of what phase 4 is would be so fucking important for everything that I do in the game. If it'd be like foundational. You'd make decisions differently in the first hour, you know? But I like the challenge of it. Kind of makes the whole game the tutorial. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's an interesting restriction, though, like we talked about the other day in Breath of the Wild again. Like, I think restrictions can be a lot of fun. I feel like so many games could benefit from having a hero's path style thing. Are there any other games that do that? Minus, Breath of the Wild? Please don't say Tears of the Kingdom, because I don't want to know if it does it. I feel like the hero's path in Breath of the Wild is amazing. It distills the story of your game. You know, like, there, wrong button. It's a shortcut to saying, here is the story of what you've done, which is like a quick way to hit all of our emotions. You know. I'm also just sitting here thinking, what the fuck are we gonna do in terms of nuclear, dude? I got no idea. Not know. Oh, hello. That was a spider. What the hell is that? What's this red stuff? Oh, that's fuel. That's the same fuel I have right now. Ah! Did you go night-night? Did you go to sleep? There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Operational. Bye, Liquid Darkness. Have a great rest of your weekend. I started playing Breath of the Wild for the first time, too, watching your vids on it till I get through it. Hell yeah. Or sorry, waiting to watch until I get through it. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, what do you mean? Are there any more resources over here? There's a thing right there. This wreck had some good resources, so I thought maybe I'd check. Okay. We just need to basically connect this to any wire anywhere, and then we'll be good. I like having all my power systems hooked up. I mean, this one has to hook up because it's a radar, but I also like having them all connected to the central... Oh, shit. I just took damage. To the central, the, like, power line highway. Because it's just handy. See one over there. All right, while we go home and just connect this, we should start thinking about nuclear. So the thing that makes me nervous is all of the products seem to be radioactive. Products and byproducts, I should say. And that makes me nervous because I don't know if radioactivity is going to be a problem to have around my base. I'm guessing... Like, to me, in a real world type of way, it would make a lot of sense to sort of export our waste away from the rest of our base, or even the nuclear Like, our nuclear plant should have its waste delivered somewhere else. In a real-world way, that makes sense. In this game, what is the cost of radioactivity? I don't really know. What I do know is... I've already done this one. Oh, wow. Is that... it costs me in terms of like iodine filters, and it can cause me some damage. But I don't know if there's any other reason not to. So that is a problem. So I have to make some decisions. There's not a lot of uranium, which kind of makes me feel like I kind of like the idea of doing this too, just for fun. I kind of feel like we should do a uranium train. Uranium ore train would be really cool. Okay, we'll just run towards home. We'll find a power line eventually. I don't know exactly what that would look like, though. Put it in an orange box. That's what the Netherlands does. Does the Netherlands have nuclear power? I feel like I should know the answer to that, but I don't. It wouldn't surprise me if the Netherlands did. No! That scared the shit out of me, actually. We have nuclear plants for medical stuff. Gotcha. Find a poor state you can pay to take your waste. Now's the interesting question of basically like, what tools do I use to make nuclear... What transportation tools do I use to make nuclear make more sense? I want to use drones for some of it just because I think that would be fun. But, because I want to try drones. But, I have a train station that works really well. Takes a little bit of setup time, but otherwise is awesome. I can belt stuff faster than ever. I have to look at the recipes again to see exactly when I need the sulfur. Send all your nuclear waste to Florida and let the nuke gators run the world. Rule the world. Send all our nuclear waste to Florida. Create a bunch of irradiated alligators. And snakes. Don't forget the snakes. Watch chaos unfold. A couple radioactive teenagers who get bit by radioactive snakes, who then develop superpowers. Okay. I don't know. Nope, leave me alone, you motherfuckers. That's it. One of you has to die now. One or both of you has to die. As a Floridian. Sorry, Carly. You bastard. I got it, never mind. Please do not supercharge my gators. Oh no, this did not work like I thought it was going to. Shit. I need to get up there, but I don't want to go past all that shit. I don't want to go past anything that wants to kill me right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's everywhere. Everything here wants to kill me. Turbocharge 1 Gator as a treat. Send all our nuclear waste to Australia. Make all the bad things there even worse. We made it to our train station. This will be the easiest way home. Also spiders. Okay. I'm really wondering. It's tough to know because I just don't know what the downsides of nuclear are in this game. Like, I don't know if there's... It mentions radioactivity, but I have the suit. So, like, if I have the suit, then maybe I don't need to be concerned. Filters in the suit. Tough to know. It's tough to know. Let's get back home and we can think about it there. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, I need to send a text message to Megan real quick. Okay. I've never done nuclear, but I've looked at the setups. It looks super fun. It looks super fun to have set up. Just kidding. We'll have to see what the actual setup looks like. So, I can't look at the thing while I'm... the menu. Codex. I can look here, though. I mean, if we were to make one train station for uranium, I feel like we should put it somewhere in the middle here and take all 3 of these. Or put it there so that I could, therefore, grab all 3 of them eventually. And add them all to one train line. But do I want to just grab the uranium ore? Or do I want to do some sort of processing before I bring it here? I don't know that we gain anything by processing. I don't know that we gain anything in terms of losing radioactivity before we bring it here. Tama? Oh, yeah, I'm sure this will be full of Tamas, this conversation, because I don't... We're back home. We can use the good stuff. Okay. We have so much shit to sort out. Have you drawn out the requirements on paper yet? No, I tend not to draw them out. I tend to just talk them through. We should research 14 hard drives. The other thing we could do is do 1 dimensional depot stack increase with 100 of the same fluctuators. This needs time crystals. This needs fucking singularity cells. This needs empty fluid tanks. Make rocket fuel and ionized fuel. Turbo rifle ammo. Holy shit, we can make that right now. Wait, what the hell? Other research is being conducted? How do I stop it? Damn it. Well, that's awesome. I actually can make that right now. I don't even know. Is it just fast? Extreme capacity and rate of fire at the cost of accuracy. Oh my god, I turned it into a machine gun, but it's just not as accurate. That's funny. Okay. Well, I guess while we wait on that, we can do some nuclear conversations. So, consumes nuclear fuel rods and water to produce electricity for the power grid. Produces nuclear waste, which is extracted via conveyor belt. Okay. Should have known it would have been at the bottom. Encased uranium cells are one recipe or one part of the resources that are required for uranium fuel rods. It's the only part that requires uranium. So, the uranium fuel rods also require electromagnetic control rods, and encased industrial beams. We have everything to make this right now. We should put it on the thing. Called again? Electromagnetic control rods. We'll put ECR there. That part seems great to make at the bus. Bring in encased uranium cells. And then make this on the bus. Because encased uranium cells we can make with just plain old uranium, concrete, which just means a little bit of limestone nearby, and then sulfuric acid, which just requires sulfur and water. So my instinct here, and it makes a little bit of sulfur, is take this part and do it on site. Now, what that loses us is uranium cells. Encased uranium cells are mildly radioactive. Uranium fuel rods are moderately radioactive. So we go up a step in radioactivity. However, uranium is also moderately radioactive. My guess would be produce this on site, bus it here. Produce this on the bus, drone this to the nuclear plant, and go from there. I think once we get a little bit of waste, we'll have to find out what the nuclear waste looks like to make things, to understand what we need to do with that and how it works and all that shit. But I think that's kind of my general step. So what I didn't do there was look at what any of the numbers are. 10 uranium plus 3 concrete, which is 9 limestone, plus 8 sulfuric acid, which is 8 sulfur and 8 water, made in a refinery, makes, inside of a blender, encased uranium cells, 5 of them, and gives you a quarter of your sulfuric acid back. I don't know that we're going to be able to do the same loop here of quadrupling sulfuric acid production in order to make it be a closed loop. I really highly doubt that. But the same loop we did with the bauxite. But just take a look. Why is this sparkling like that? That's fucking weird. The thing is, if we speed this up even more, it can take 4, which is interesting. It takes 4 because there's more inputs. So, which would mean it would only make 4, because it would get to ×2, which would mean it would make 4 sulfuric acid. So, if you add this, both go up. Like this goes from 10 to 20 per minute, but this is still 40. The sparkle just means it is radioactive. That's funny. I wonder if that breaks machines or anything. So, Brian, I heard you hate Luke. I don't. I promise. I have not seen Chernobyl. Hey, listen. I'm not reading chat because I'm fucking lost in the nuclear sauce. All right. I'm lost in the nuclear pasta or whatever. Cool. So, unfortunately, that means we got to figure out a sulfuric acid liquid situation. And I don't know what to do about that. This is the problem that we tried not to have earlier. The refinery to make sulfuric acid. What we could do very easily, I don't know about easily. What we could do is you can always take a liquid product and turn it into a solid product. That's what we should do. I'm a fucking genius, by the way. That makes 50 per minute. This requires 40 per minute. So we hook one of these up to one of these. Done. We could overclock it to 125% if we wanted to, but we don't need to do that necessarily. We could just do 1-to-1. That's fine. We belt in uranium. We belt in concrete, which we make on site. We pipe in sulfuric acid, which we make here at a rate that will keep this thing running forever. As long as this thing has sulfur and water, which we can afford to do at our potential theoretical location, which we haven't actually made yet, but probably somewhere in here-ish, depending on where I decide to put the train station. Then, with this, we take this sulfuric acid. We do not try and plug it back in. We take the encased uranium cell. We ship it to the base. We take sulfuric acid, and we take a packager. Here's the problem. Here's the beautiful thing. Oh, no. Fuck. I forgot these require empty canisters. I take the output from this, chuck it into here. Oh, no, that's bugged. Uh-oh. Did you guys see that? I deleted it too quickly, but I had an invisible machine. Oh, there it is again. It's the invisible packager. So what I do here is I plug the output from that into this, package the sulfuric acid, chuck the packaged sulfuric acid into an awesome sink. I don't see any reason why you can't do that. If I can make it a physical material, I can sink it. I can vent it, basically. Any and all useful parts into research data. I'm going to ask a front seat question right now because I want to make sure that I understand the game correctly. Chat, can you put packaged liquids into an awesome sink? Yes or no? Front seat question. Please just say yes or no. Or hazy. Dope. Dope. Look at this, dude. It's a void. Are you seeing this shit? Thank you for the front seats. The problem is I then have to make sure that I get empty canisters. I have to have an infinite supply of infinite. If I want this to run forever, which I do always, I have to have a infinite supply of empty canisters. Empty canisters require plastic. So it's possible what we could do is chuck this whole shit over here by the plastic. It's fucking ugly though, because none of the one of the uranium is pretty close. Actually, we could do it over here. Take the plastic from that, require it to be a part of this. We could also drone plastic to the packagers. Maybe that's what drones are for. Maybe that's what drones are for. Drone plastic to a machine, a single constructor. I mean, I could also just fucking drone. No, what we should do is we should just drone the empty canisters. Although it's actually more space efficient to drone plastic. Because 2 plastic makes 2... this is actually really funny. 2 plastic makes 4 empty canisters. So it's actually way more efficient to... twice as efficient. To drone... unless they stack to different levels... Fuck. I need to test that now. Oh my god. Are we cooking, chat? I think we're cooking. Are we cooking? Cooking, yes, chef. Can I get a cooking? We're certainly cooking, right? Neither confirm nor deny. No, I'm cooking. I'm confident I am. Ghost X Fairy's headed out. Don't worry, I'm going to head out as well here in just a second, actually. I'm going to go help Meg with L. So, as soon as I figure this out. Ryan, did you ever watch The Bear? I did not. I did not watch The Bear. Is that still on the... Hey, add it to the list? Yeah. When I go to space, add it to the list of shit I'll download and watch. I could say Tama right now and put fear in Ryan's heart. We have too much power. You absolutely could. Mona says, I'm cooking dinner. So, let's determine which is which. 100 stack. Okay, so that's not good. So, that means it is almost... Shit. Now I'm convinced it's the other way around. Do I have any more plastic down here? I could just ask a front seat question, but I don't want to. I want to figure it out myself. But this is way easier. Chat, what does plastic stack to? Front seat question. I'm going to ask and then double check it anyways. 200. So, the, I could either take... So, am I onto something, or am I doing the math backwards here? If I carried 200 plastic with me, that would be the same as carrying 100. So, 1 stack of plastic would be the same as carrying 100 empty canisters, which is 1 stack. So it doesn't matter which I carry. So, if it doesn't matter which I carry, I should carry empty canisters. I'm going to make a level of my bus the empty canister production unit, and then I'm going to have drone stations there that fly drones out to the places that I need them. Fly empty canisters out to the places that I need them, because this could solve a lot of future potential fluid problems for us. Even if we never use it again, I think it's a beautiful solution for a specific issue, being canisters are... You need to create and destroy canisters based on what you're making in what position, in what location. I think that's a good one. So we're going to put Empty canisters. Parentheses drones. We're going to put ECR on the bus. We're going to then figure out nuclear from there. I think we have a good plan. I think we have a really good plan. I feel good about it. I can't wait to watch it fall apart. Cannot wait to watch it fall apart. We have a scanned hard drive. We're going to look at all of them way later. Get another hard drive for me. I will probably end up scanning hard drives between streams, by the way. I'm probably going to do a lot of like cleanup work off camera on the bus, but I promise I won't do anything that develops the game further as usual, as is tradition. Just FYI. So, do we have anything we want to chuck in here? Organic. No, this is ores. I have way too many empty canisters now. Chuck them all in there. Organics here. We should chuck that, and that in there. Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to go take a break and go help Megan with Elle. So, in one session of selecting 13 hard drives that we can give you a grade on. Absolutely, absolutely. I will definitely select them all at once. Don't worry. And you guys can grade me, because I like it when you guys grade me. It's a fucked up kink thing for me. I really want to get good grades, but I don't want any help. I want to have earned the A myself rather than being given the A. The problem is, it's fucking, I don't get A's because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Don't me. This is not even on the same level as hamster porn. It's not even close. The ceiling for... We're doing a limbo bar, right? And the bar keeps getting lower and lower for Evo says what? I forgot Evo wasn't here for that. We're going to leave before Evo gets an understanding of what that was about. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you another time. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't think about it. Don't even...